Hello friends, today we are going to have a look at it. Another option, how to reduce the noise from the images. And this option is available under filters. Go to the noise tab. And there are four more sub tabs called despeckle, dust and scratches, median, and reduce the noise. So we will be having detailed discussions in the tutorial. What are these things? Before that, let's have a look at these filters. What are these? Despeckle tab gives you the advantage. This filter detects the edge in a layer, areas where significant color changes occur, and blurs all the selection except those edges. So this filter helps you to remove the noise while preserving the details. Second sub-tab, how to reduce the visual noise by changing dissimilar pixels. So dust and scratches is another important filter which gives you a good impact on the image by reducing visual noise. Median is the filter which reduces noise in a layer by blending the brightness of pixel within a select. Really need to worry because Photoshop will take care of it. You have to play around with the settings. And the last and most important sub tab is the reduce noise. So the reduce noise filters reduces luminous noise and color noise. We discussed it in the earlier tutorial, such as the noise introduced by photographing with insufficient light. While using this filter, you can also select the JPEG artifact removal option to remove the blotchy artifacts and halos. So let's go back to the our image and let's see how we can improve this image by reducing the noise. You can see here that there is a noise, there are some scratches available here. So let's try with this image. And before going into the details, let's duplicate the image by Ctrl Z or Command Z. Now, as shown earlier, go to the filter tab, go to the noise tab, and go to the despeckle tag. This tab, as I said, will help you to reduce the noise by blurring the and preserving the details. It has already done the job. Now let's go back to noise, dust and scratches. Now here I will use the selection so that we can see the hornbill and the area around. What you have to do here is make everything to the lowest. So there is a radius 1 and threshold 0. So what you have to do is just see how the image changes. So play with the radius. I'm just showing you what will happen if I go beyond certain area. So you can see that the subject is getting affected. So go down, back to the 0. 0 means the minimum value of 1. Now you can see that the details are back. Now slightly increase the value to. I'm checking here what will happen between 4 and 5. So looks like I can reduce it down to 4. And threshold you can keep at as minimum as possible so that the subject remains intact. I'm just playing with here and saying that 3 or 4. I'm just reducing it to 3 and say OK. Now let's go to the next tab called median. Now in median, again you can see that the hornbill is seen over here. You can check the area here and play with the radius so that the subject remains intact, and play with the area where you can see that the noise is reduced. So I'm just going down to 4 and say OK. Now next comes the most important subtype called reduce noise. Now here you have a lot of options. So I'm just taking everything to 0. Right now just we are using the basic the features available where the settings remains at default, strength is 0, and you can see how are the things in and around over here. So I'm just increasing the strength to certain value and seeing the details around it. I'm just taking it to 4 over here and checking around. So it looks okay. Now you can see that you can play with the reserve details. So I'm just taking it to 60. Yes, it looks good. So depending upon your image, you can change the values. I'm also moving around the color noise. So look at it. It's a color noise. Yes. Yeah, I can take it to 30. Yes. Okay. And if you want to increase the sharpening of the subject, details of sharpening details, you can play with it and increase it to the level you want. So look, the subject is improving. We can take it to some higher level. I think this is good enough. I'm saying okay. Two friends from Instagram, they asked me last time, Sudhir, do you have any simple hack to these steps? Why we should go making so many steps, and can you give me us a simple solution? Yes, we have a simple solution. So right now I will delete this layer and I'm making one more layer of the original. Now you go to the select and mask, select subject. These steps we have seen in earlier tutorials also. I am saying okay. Now if you see the on wheel is selected over here, go to the select, inverse the whole thing. Now you can see that the subject is protected and the other area is selected. So the simple hack is go to the filters, blur gallery, go to Gaussian blur and change the values the way you want. So you can see here that if I go to say 3 or 4, the background is already blurred and the noise is gone. Let's deselect it and check it. You can see here the earlier noise and here is the improvement. Now you can take the further steps into processing to improve the subject.